Hi everyone! Today I'll be reading you an excerpt of the book The Princess Bride. While I do this, I'll show you the beautiful 2013 Folio Society edition that I recently acquired. This Folio Society edition is bound in cloth with a frontispiece and 9 color illustrations by Mark Thomas. The Princess Bride was first published in 1973 by William Goldman, an American novelist, playwright, and screenwriter. This is a book that I really enjoy and recommend. It has a bit of romance, fantasy, adventure. It's a really pleasant reading, filled with clever dialogues and unexpected passages. William Goldman called this book The Princess Bride, St. Morgenstern's classic tale of true love and adventure. The good parts version, abridged by him. In fact, there is no St. Morgenstern's, but it's very clever. I'll be reading you my favorite scene that represents, in my opinion, really well the style of this book. In this scene, we get to know the backstory of one of the characters, Inigo Montoya. In the mountains of central Spain, set high in the hills above Toledo, was the village of Arabella. It was very small, and the air was always clear. That was all you could say that was good about Arabella. Terrific air, you could see for miles. But there was no work, the dogs overran the streets, and there was never enough food. The air, clear enough, was also too hot in daylight, freezing at night. As to Inigo's personal life, he was always just a trifle hungry, he had no brothers or sisters, and his mother had died in childbirth. He was fantastically happy because of his father. Domingo Montoya was funny-looking and crotchety, and impatient and absent-minded, and never smiled. Inigo loved him. Totally. Don't ask why. There really wasn't any one reason you could put your finger on. Oh, probably Domingo loved him back, but love is many things, none of them logical. Domingo Montoya made swords. If you wanted a fabulous sword, did you go to Domingo Montoya? If you wanted a great balanced piece of work, did you go to the mountains behind Toledo? If you wanted a masterpiece, a sword for the ages, was it Arabella that your footsteps led you to? No. You went to Madrid, because Madrid was where lived the famous Yeste. And if you had the money, and he had the time, you got your weapon. Yeste was fat and jovial and one of the richest and most honored men in the city. And he should have been. He made wonderful swords, and noblemen bragged to each other when they owned original Yeste. But sometimes, not often, mind you, maybe once a year, maybe less, a request would come in for a weapon that was more than Yeste could make. When that happened, did Yeste say, "Alas, I'm sorry, I cannot do it"? No. What he said was, "Of course, I'd be delighted. 50% down payment, please, the rest before delivery. Come back in a year, thank you very much." The next day he would set out for the hills behind Toledo. "So, Domingo," Yes would call out when he reached Inigo's father's hut. "So, Yeste," Domingo Montoya would return from the hut doorway. Then the two men would embrace, and Inigo would come running up, and Yeste would rumple his hair, and then Domingo would make tea while the two men talked. "I need you," Yeste would always begin. Domingo would grunt. "This very week I have accepted a commission to make a sword for a member of the Italian nobility. It is to be jeweled, incrusted at the handle, and the jewels are to spell out the name of his present mistress and—" No, that single word and that alone, but was enough. When Domingo Montoya said no, it meant nothing else but. Inigo, busy with the tea, knew what would happen now. Yeste would use his charm. No. Yeste would use his wealth. No. His wit, his wonderful gift for persuasion? No. He would beg, entreat, promise, pledge. No. Insults, threats? No. Finally, genuine tears. No. More tea, Esther? Perhaps another cup, thank you. Then, big. Why won't you? Inigo hurried to refill their cups so as never to miss a word. He knew they had been brought up together, had known each other 60 years, and had never not loved one another deeply, and it thrilled him how he could hear them arguing. That was the strange thing. Arguing was all they ever did. Why? My fat friend asking me why. He sits there on his world-class ass and has the nerve to ask me why. Yesty, come to me sometime with a challenge. Once, just once, right up and say, Domingo, I need a sword for an 8-year-old man to fight a duel. And I will embrace you and cry, yes, because to make a sword for an 8-year-old man to survive a duel, that would be something, because the sword will have to be strong enough to win, yet light enough not to tire his weary arm. I would have to use my all to perhaps find an old metal, strong but very light, or devise a different formula for a known one, mix some bronze with some iron and some air in a way ignored for 1,000 years. I would kiss your smelly feet for an opportunity like that, fat yesty. But to make a stupid sword with stupid jewels in the form of stupid initials so some stupid Italian can thrill his stupid mistress? No, that will not do. For the last time I ask you, please. For the last time I tell you, I am sorry, no. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a more in-depth review of this book. In case you are interested, I'll put a link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's very important to the growth of the channel. And to get notifications of new videos, you just need to hit the bell button. If you are interested in buying any books you've seen on this channel, you may buy them using our affiliate links. That way you support the channel while getting beautiful new books for your collection. I recently created a Patreon profile and I'd like to thank our patrons for supporting and believing in this channel. Again, thanks so much for watching and see y'all in the next video. Bye!